Okay, kia ora koutou. In this video lesson, we're going to be talking about finding the steepness, also known as the gradient of a line. And the gradient is always going to be the letter M. And that gradient, that steepness, is going to consist of two numbers. From one point to the next, you want to talk about how much have we gone up or down divided by how many to the right. The bottom number is always going to be to the right, will always be positive. So from point P up to point Q. If you find it helpful to draw a little triangle, do it. That will always help. So I'm going to make a little triangle from P over to Q. And then simply count ehia ngā tapawha, how many squares? So from P to Q, I'm definitely moving up. Tahi rua toru wha rima ono, that would be 8. And this is the gradient from P to Q. Always a good idea, include the letters that you're working with so I know what you're doing. Ka tahi ka, no tēnei porohita, ehia ngā tapawha ki te taha mātou. Tahi rua toru wha rima ono whitu waru. What do you know? 8, oh wait. Tahi rua toru wha rima ono, aroha mai, ono. 6 over 8. So that is 3 over 4. And we could see that same thing. If I went from P to the midpoint, ehia ke ronga, tahi rua toru, ehia ki te taha mātou, tahi rua toru wha. As I said with steepness, it doesn't matter which 2 points you choose, so long as they are where? On the line. Laksani knows. Okay, so that means the gradient of P to Q is 3 over 4. Now one thing I also want you to notice, this line goes up to the right. When the line goes up to the right, the gradient will be positive. If the line goes down to the right, the gradient will be, Archie knows, be negative. So let's look at P to R now. For our next and final one, let's look at the gradient M from P to R. P to R. That will again be how much up or down divided by how many to the right. Ki te taha mātou. So from P to R, I will draw in a little triangle to help my calculations. Okay, so tuatahi no P ki te R, ehia ke raro tahi rua toru wha. Because I went down by that many, that's exactly right, Ella knows, -4. Ka tahi ka ehia ki te taha mātou, ehia ngā tapawha. Tahi rua toru wha rima ono whitu waru iwa takau mā tahi rua over 12. The bottom number is always positive. The bottom number is always positive, and that simplifies to -1 over 3. And let's have a look at that, -1 over 3. If I go down 1 and over 3, I'm back on the line. Down 1 over 3, back on the line. Down 1 over 3, where am I? Back on the line, okay? That's how we find the gradient. Up to the right, positive gradient. Down to the right, what is it, Archie? Rawe. Thanks for watching. Any patai, send them my way. Maori mahi, Maori ora, ka kite ano.